If there is only one exact minyan of 10 in a synagogue, it is forbidden for any of them to leave. And about one who does leave, the verse states in Yeshayahu 1:28, those who forsake HaShem will perish. That's a pretty strong statement, meaning if you number 10 and now you're breaking the minyan, so that's for sure. All right, so commentaries say, according to Mishnah Brura 55:12, this applies only to the prayer for which he joined. For example, if he joined with 9 others for Borchu, he need not stay for Chazan repetition of Shmona Esrei, which is a separate prayer. Likewise, if he was there at the beginning of Chazan repetition, he must remain until the end of the full Kaddish that follows repetition. So it's very interesting. So on one hand, Kitzur said that so if you number 10, you cannot leave. But Mishnah Brura qualifies. He said it depends for which section he joined. As we said before, so the prayers are like split in different sections. So Psuki de Zimra is one section, Shema is a second section, and Shmona Esrei is a third one. So Mishnah Brura said if he joined them only for Borchu, meaning maybe for Shema, so he's not obligated to stay for Shmona Esrei. So basically they started together. Okay, we're going to see. Okay. However, if 10 people would be left in a synagogue, the additional people may leave. Okay, so if he's number 11, so he can go. He wants to go. He needs to go early and right. Yes.
But let's say, are there any situations where one is allowed to leave the 10 or no? Because really, you only need 6. But I understand it's not good to leave. But are there some exceptions?
Okay, so it's good. It's a good question. So we're going to get to it in this. It's actually in this thing. So if you the thing is if you that you might with your action you're going to prevent community to do something. That's the issue. For example, if you live in the middle of the reading of the Torah, they will have to stop, right? Or like
wait, but why would they stop if you need 6? You just need 6 if they're
no,
you go down to 6, no? In what situations can you go down to 6?
No, 6. We say it's a majority. You need 6 people who can answer to the Kaddish. It's actually from the last time you missed last time, right? So we said you need 9 plus Chazan number 10 for repetition of Shmona Esrei. You need 9 listening and answering. So he cannot be like talking or checking his messages. Otherwise, we said that it's a bracha in vain, right? But for Kaddish, so it would be like for Mincha, let's say, like easy example. For Mincha, you need 9 to answer, right? So finish and do whatever they do. And for Marif, you need only 6 to finish. So other folk would be still praying, basically.
I heard for example, Tachman putting down the head, right? You need a minyan, correct?
Say it again. Where?
For Tachman, and when you put
yes. No. 1 second. No. To put your head down, you need Sefer Torah.
Really?
Yes.
Why? We put our heads down Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
No, yes. Yeah. Okay.
So why do we need a Sefer Torah? You
need Sefer Torah to put down your head.
You mean it has to be out?
No. I apologize. Sefer Torah in a room.
Okay.
I apologize. No, basically, when you're home, you would not do that.
Understood. But Tachman, you need 10 people. Doesn't matter. Sefer Torah.
No. You don't need 10 people. Only for vidui when we bank our part. So you need only for second part when you say the 10 attributes of HaShem.
Understood.
Only for that. Yeah. Okay. So let's.
Sorry. We have a question coming in. Do you take 3 steps back and then 3 steps forward during the Amidah?
Say it again. Why?
Do you take 3 steps forward and then 3 steps backwards during the Amidah?
No, before you stay, before starting, you say you take 3 steps back and then 3 steps forward.
Okay, so it's you stand still, you go 3 steps forward, 3 steps back.
Back. No, you starting from back and then you're going forward.
Okay, thank you.
So that's what Moshe Rabbeinu did, right? At the end, and then when we finish Mona Esra, so you take 3 steps back and you stay still for a few seconds. So you live like presence of HaShem. You are talking to him, communicating. Now you're taking 3 steps back. That's what Sorans do. They don't turn their back, right? They go like backwards. Like many years ago, I said I was in a shul, and one guy who thinks that he knows things. So he said he came from Israel, and he said I was in this Sephardic shul, and they were very religious. Okay. They all of them would turn back and go backwards to the before leaving, right? They would stop, right? They would go normally, then stop, turn facing the Aron Kodesh and go back back first. And he said it's Sephardic custom. I said it's not Sephardic, it's Jewish custom. What are you talking about? You understand? It's self-is Shulchan. That's how you live. That's how you live. You cannot turn your back to the Sefer Torah. Disrespect. So few steps, like 4 amos, whatever is it, like 8 feet, 7.5 feet, what is it, 2 meters for our friends, around 2 meters. So you go backwards. That's the Jewish custom. It's not Sephardic or Ashkenazic. It's a Jewish custom.
But that halacha still applies today to Ashkenaz, because I don't see.
Absolutely, it's a Shulchan Aruch, Mishnah. It's everybody. Why would not apply? So we still have to. The Shechina is still there. It's not so. I say okay, maybe they're very religious, maybe not. I don't know, but that's they follow the halacha for sure. This halacha for sure they follow. That's proper. That's proper. I mean,
a little off topic. I know about Shemona Esrei, so not that off topic, but either way.
No, but we didn't get to Shemona Esrei. Let's maybe wait a little. Okay. If it's short, let's ask. If not, let's leave it when we get to Shemona Esrei.
I think it's short. So before the repetition, after you said Shemona Esrei, are you allowed to daven stuff that, like, let's say you missed before, like Psuki de Zimra? Are you allowed to go back, say it while everybody's still davening?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're allowed to quietly. So if you finish much earlier, and let's say they keep waiting for this guy number 10 to finish, and it takes him another 15 minutes, let's say.
But during the repetition itself, you can't say anything, correct?
No. You're not allowed. You have to listen to every word, answer Baruch Hu, Baruch Shmoy, and that's it. All right, so let's continue. So we're on the subject of this guy leaving from the shul. So he says those who forsake HaShem will perish. So basically, not good, right? However, if 10 people left, however, if 10 people would be left in a synagogue, the additional people may leave. If they had already heard Baruch Hu, Kedushah, and all Kaddish prayers until Aleinu. Okay, so basically at the very end, so basically they can say Aleinu like walking out of the shul. But this, I don't know if you know this story, but this Aleinu, he complained. This Aleinu prayer came to HaShem and complained. So he said, how come HaShem, like all of the people, many people, they rush to work and they don't say me. They say in the car, in a row, sometimes they do say, sometimes they forget. And the second thing came, he said, this Aleinu l'shabes, it's not proper. Then second thing came to HaShem. What is it? Asher Yotzer. Asher Yotzer said at HaShem, it's not fair. How come? They say I'm a prayer as others. They say when they go out from the bathroom, they say this prayer. It's like a disrespect. Why is that? It's not fair. And the third thing came to HaShem complaining, mamzer. You know, guys, what mamzer is? It's when. So for those who do not know, mamzer is when a Jewish woman cheated on her husband, and she had a son from that man. So this mamzer cannot marry regular Jews, right? So okay, that's the story with the mamzer. So basically, not a good thing to be a mamzer, right? So HaShem said, okay, we have to fix that. Aleinu l'shavech, he said, you know what? I'm going to put you in the middle of Rosh Hashanah, and guess what? All of the Jews are going to go down. Sephardim will go down on their floor and bow. You good? You like it in the middle of Rosh Hashanah? It's absolutely love it. Thank you very much, Hashem. And then Asher Yotzer, so about it also, I think in Yom Kippur. In Yom Kippur, the holiest prayer, when all of the Jews come, I'm going to put it in the middle of the prayer. You like? Are you happy? Yeah, very happy. And these mamzers came and said, well, what about me? What is my fault that my foolish mother had this relationship with somebody else? He said, you're right. I'm going to make you a president of the shul. Okay.
I have a question, sorry, when it comes to mamzerim. Oh, sorry, Albert. Oh, okay, thank you. When it comes to mamzerim, is a mamzer, if let's just say a Jewish female married a goy, they had kids together, they're not mamzerim.
No. It's a Jewish person. So mamzer is only when she cheated on somebody that while she was married, basically.
Okay.
So that's a different thing. So all of these things about mamzer, it's in a book that we referred yesterday a lot. This Torah. Okay, go ahead.
So I want to ask you, number one, very short question. That Aleinu mamzer thing that you said. What's the source?
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Sorry. It's a joke. So all of the presidents, they they speak very loud, very people with a big ego.
Understood.
So now we know why. Okay.
And you said we're allowed to say Aleinu while we're leaving the shul, or?
No, that's not what I said. Well, that's what people do.
That's what people
But Kitzur said, so if he heard Kaddish, if he heard Baruch Hu, if he answered Kedushah, so let him leave. So all other prayers, like, I don't want to say optional, I don't want to but it's extra. So he did his minimum requirement, basically.
With the last Kaddish, why do people take their tefillin off during Kaddish?
So, the last Kaddish, like after Aleinu l'shavech, you said one Kaddish.
No, before Aleinu or after?
Before Aleinu l'shavech, there is Kaddish, yes.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Don't you see in your shul maybe people taking off their tefillin during Kaddish? I forgot which Kaddish.
Okay, all right, but it's not proper.
Okay.
It says especially. I didn't learn it. I learned it somewhere else. So it says it's very big disrespect to take your tefillin during the recitation of the Kaddish. To take your tefillin when they take out when the Torah is out.
Mm-hmm. When's for example, I know we're not allowed to wear tefillin because nobody else is wearing tefillin. Let's say during the middle of the day, right? But a lot of people stay after Shacharis to study. What would you say the latest time is for someone to still have their tefillin on and study with their tefillin? If they study after Shacharis, they are not obligated to take off tefillin. Mm-hmm. If they study in a group, let them study in tefillin. There is no problem. So, like, let's say 4 hours they study. He just studies. There is no problem. But they have to go to the bathroom and they have to watch whatever they're doing. So. Understood. It's not crazy. It's not proper to talk mundane talk in with tefillin on. That's one thing. Okay, go ahead.
No. Sorry, we have another question coming in. Are you obligated to go to shul every day, or is there any structure twice a week or some specific hours, or is it totally optional?
It's a very good question. So basically, one of the 613 mitzvahs that we have is to pray to HaShem. So, but But until very recently, meaning until Knesset Hagedolah, which is the beginning of the second temple, it was like everybody would pray the optional prayer. So some people would remember, some there were no sidurim, no structure. I mean, there was structure, but only big people knew the structure, basically. Right? It was not written down.
Wait, Rabbi, I want to ask you, because you just said it's one of the 613 mitzvahs. The thing is, I'm pretty sure we don't, maybe Shulchan Aruch follows that view, but I'm not sure. I know that only Rambam follows that view. Ramban, I don't think anyone else follows that view, that it's one of the mitzvahs.
No, but Rambam is the one who codified this 613 mitzvah. You go by Rambam.
I understand, but I'm saying I don't think that we hold that view. I'm not sure, but that I know the Rambam says that. I'm not sure if that's still.
Okay. So let me. I just start answering the question. So basically so we say that so minimum requirement is to pray at least once a day with your own words. That's a biblical requirement. But then came rabbis and said, no, we have to pray. So when we had our temple, so we had this burnt offering, communal burnt offering, twice a day, in the morning, after the dawn, right? And they start after the dawn, and then second time after the midday, mincha offering, right? So now, since we don't have this, we don't have temples, so these prayers are instead of these sacrifices, right? So Shacharis is for morning sacrifice, mincha is for afternoon sacrifice instead of afternoon sacrifice, and then we had the third thing that they would do in the temple. They would burn the fats. For example, if there were too many people bring sacrifices, they would not have time to burn this extra thing, right? So they would leave it until the night, and they have the whole night to burn these things, and plus some things you can eat only for 1 day or 2 days, right? So if you did not finish whatever you eat, you have to burn it on the altar. So they would bring all of these extra things that would need to burn on the altar and burn it during the whole night. So that's why we got married. So for many years, the marriage was optional. Aravit was optional. And then since it became custom that Jewish people accepted upon themselves, it was not halacha. It was optional. They accepted upon themselves, and it became like halacha. So the women, for example, women supposed to pray one time a day. Like many women accepted upon themselves to pray twice a day. But they're not limited in time. You understand? You and I, we're limited in time. We have to finish Shacharis, whatever it says in your MyZmanim or whatever application you use. You have like till 11, till 10:30, till 12, whatever. And, okay, it depends on the season. So that's it. So did I answer the question, or could you repeat the question? Maybe I missed some part.
Yeah, problem. Sorry, give me a moment here. Are you obligated to go to shul every day, or is there any structure, twice a week, or some specific hours, or is it totally optional?
It's okay. So it's a big question. So it says that it's proper. So for men, I'm talking Jewish men. For Jewish men, it's proper to pray with Minyan, 10 people, because as we learned last time and this time, many things that you cannot do without Minyan. You cannot read Torah without Minyan. You cannot say repetition of the Shemona Esrei without Minyan. You cannot say Kaddish without Minyan. You cannot say Baruch Hu without Minyan. What else? Maybe I figured in some things. So basically, many things you cannot do without Minyan. So does Minyan has to be in a synagogue, preferably. If you don't synagogue, you don't have a new community, and you want to do it in your basement, you want to do it in your living room, there is no problem. You can do it in your house, basically. So there is no obligation to go to the shul per se, but in shul, since it is a place that was designated for prayer, the holiness is much higher than in your living room. Even you think that your living room is very holy, shul is much holier. So they say, even if you have choice to pray in a house alone, let's say you missed whatever, you came from work, got stuck in traffic, whatever. So it's probably better for the person to pray in a shul, they pray at home because of the holiness much higher. So
Right.
I'm obligated to pray. Yes, if you want to do all of these things, it's a mitzvah to pray in a shul or at least with minyan. For women, they don't need minyan because their souls are much higher and they can connect directly. So they can pray by themselves in the house. So some people pray a place where I pray. Some lady come. They come and pray. I don't know what they do. Like I guess pray. And in the morning minyan, I saw at least 5 times. Maybe they come later, so I don't see them. But basically, they come. There is no prohibition.
Thank you. Sorry, and the minyan is 10 plus the chazan, or minimum of 10 and any number over?
No. The 10 is included chazan.
Including chazan?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he's coming. That's what we said. For a repetition of Shmona Esrei, you need 9 who finished, who is listening, and plus chazan. So you have 10.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. All right, so continue.